is news.
Amen, everybody.
Easy conscience. But what is the story? What is the move? Give me a
You're old enough to remember the the new boss, same as the old boss. That's the Vietnam era thing. You know, they just beat small. So desperate for a way out. They're so desperate to change the subject from Iraq. They're so desperate for a win that they're listening for the day after. Yeah. I mean,
a few couple of months. So I want you to put one thing on your mind, whether that be you want a house, you want cars, you want promotion at your job, you want peace and healing, anything you want. I want you to put that in your mind.
So what?
All right. I want 30 seconds where you just give God thanks and praise for that, and bringing it to fruition. So God, just in this moment right now, just start to thank and be thankful for what you're doing.
So you have to just take his word
go
for
ahead
it.
and do that. That'd be great. So God, we just thank you and praise you.
I'll tell you, he does have plan for action. And it's not the long slow piece process. No. These boys have toys on the high shelf they've not been allowed to use for 50 years. He says, I'm sick of being humiliated. They're dying to take these down and try them out.
Bullshit. I just don't.
Find out what I'm really giving noise stuff. No. He said to me, I have it. Whatever it takes to win. Whatever it takes.
Right. Please, just calm down, okay? Calm down. Look, it seems like Irving has a plan to go after guys who attack us, okay? Our viewers will believe that's a good thing. Someone.
What happened? I was with anybody, but it was justified. No, you were good ones.
Yeah, and I didn't live past 40 either. Come on, Janine.
You can't leave me. You just can't do that.
Wrong. I just can't do this. Internet, some loony, speculative, what if stories based on what? Woman's intuition. I expect more.
You expect management, a tight timeline.
That's
if we don't do this, Howard, who's gonna do it? This is these politicians, these journalists, everybody says, oh well, if we know then what we know now is bullshit. It's bullshit. It's all right there. Reading it. Bothered to.
So the first one is
we didn't.
intentional.
What happens if you're wrong?
The wilderness is your training.
Listen, you have a 50-second.
The wilderness
a month needs 24 hours.
Right.
What are the
so my wife got up here last week, and y'all have heard my story of things of that nature, but that's not the whole totality of, just having it, getting it removed. I'm so thankful for the healing of that. I just thank God for that. But through that time, I just was able to reach God. I could hear from God more than I ever thought I would. To be honest, I don't think that I've ever had to lean on God as much as I have over the past year. It's just been new territory for me to go through mentally, right, and physically too. So I would hear Sister Williams say she wants to go into how you said deeper debt, higher and deeper debt. And I'm like, well, how deep can I go? I really don't know how deep that I can go with it, but there was another level for me to go, right? So the last time I spoke with you all, I was talking about, I think my message was, not breaking down, but just being able to hold up the cross to whatever you're going through, right? But God really showed himself to me, but over the past, and excuse me if I jump around a lot, but again, like I said, over the past, 8 months, you know, God has just, you know, been dealing with me, and just being able to push on the spirit of God. Like I said, more than the word. I'm also appreciative of the plans that we went on.
Read the sign.
At the beginning of the year, I was getting on and praying, I couldn't get the word. Just because God was just opening. I was just appreciative of that. But somewhere between all of those things, God put in my spirit was like, well, Cameron, you're in the wilderness, right? You're in the wilderness right now. An area that you've never been in before. An area where you can't work it out. I can't go to the gym. I can't, find a vitamin online to fix it or anything like that. This is an opportunity for me to get my relationship right with God. And I was just so appreciative to hear from that. Even though sometimes I may have felt like, whatever the case was, I was just happy to know that God still loved me to speak to me. Even when I didn't reciprocate that with him. Right, but through those times, I was just able to reflect on a lot of things, reflect on my family, my children, and it's always funny because sometimes it takes these type of things to wake you up and rally your page, right? You shouldn't have to do it, but again, God is intentional. God is intentional about the things that he sets up. So from the time that, my wife and I woke up, it was August 3rd, we were getting ready to go to Tampa, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, we're getting ready to get up and go. So again, like I said, we're in the wilderness, well, I was anyway. My wife had her own wilderness stuff she was going through too. But the wilderness can be described as a wasteland, a bare, dry, or as defined as an uncultivated, uninhabited, inhospitable region. So you just think about all the things that we have around us now. There's buildings, there's apartments popping up all over the place. We don't have to walk anywhere. You don't want to call Uber. You get on a bus, you get on a train, you go all these different places because we got tired as a society living in a wilderness. So we built things around us to make it convenient. We made it convenient for us. So all that was stripped away from the spirit. I was like, well, shoot, if I ain't gonna figure it out, if this ain't gonna wake you up and make me figure it out, I ain't gonna figure it out. Right, so as we're driving to Michael Campus thing, y'all know we got into an accident. Right, so here we're in the fall asleep at the wheel. I don't know, you get touched from behind, I'm gonna go driving 70, I'm fast you. Right? So we get hit, and the way God was intentional, and I knew he was intentional because us getting up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning to drive there, reverse that AM to PM. If anybody's familiar with I-4, you know that I'm expected to get I-4. If we got hit 4 PM, we were in the middle lane. I had a high chance of believing that when we got hit, my car was veered off to the right, and no car would have been there at 4 PM. But at 4:80, there was no car there, right? So we get hit, we get safely, and I get off the truck, and I'm looking, I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to get a surgery to get, at the time, I don't even know what my body is cancer, right? I'm going just off the window. So instantly when we get hit, into my mind, I'm like, okay, well, that's the time. I'm gonna go home. Going home because this is a sign that I'm gonna get the surgery, whatever. I'm just gonna go home. I'm looking at the truck. I get out. I'm looking at it. I'm like, well, maybe we can, if I still want to go, maybe I can drive the truck there still. I'm telling you, like, thoughts in my mind, right? I'm thinking, oh, we can, but I look at the truck and I'm like, well, dang, it's smoke. So I can't drive the truck no more. And we're in the middle of, we're just probably about to get to Lakeland. And we just get right into Lakeland. So y'all know that stretch where it's nothing there. Right? It's nothing there. Everything out on the side of the road on I-4, all the trucks. I'm just sitting there like, oh my God, what am I doing? And so thankful for my wife because what I'm strong at, she may be weak. What I'm weak at, she's strong. So I can't remember how she said it or what, but basically it was him. Calm down. Let's figure this out. Let's figure out what we're gonna do. And in my mind, I'm thinking like, okay, I have a surgery at what's like 6:30, 7 o'clock. I know they're gonna cancel it at this point. Anytime you miss the doctor's appointment, they're gonna move to the next person. We gotta reschedule, do all this stuff. So I'm calling Moffitt Cancer Center saying, hey, well, the first couple of times, no one picks up because it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh, I know I'm not supposed to do that. So, we finally get them on the phone and the doctor's like, hey, well, you know, just whenever you can get here, you know, just come on in and, you know, we'll get it figured out. So the other issue is, again, our truck is totaled. So the state trooper is like, well, I can't take it. And in my mind, at that point, I'm like, well, God, you need to be intentional right now. I had this state trooper give me a police escort all the way from Lakeland to Tampa, because I need to get there. I'm ready. You know, now we done figured out that we're not gonna go home. You know, I want to get there. So he puts us into, well, he's not put us but he's like, hey, I can take you to the nearest exit. So, and I can speak for myself, but you know, my own story. I ain't even been to the back of the thank God. We grab all our stuff, because we had the packages out there overnight. We put it in the back of the state super car, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm not going to jail. So he takes us to a Waffle House, and we just sit there and order some tea and water, I guess, so we just don't look like we ain't nothing crazy or nothing. And we get the Uber, and for whatever reason, I know if we would have taken I-4, just the regular way, it would have probably took us like 30, 35 more minutes to get there. For whatever reason, I felt like we got there. I don't know what way the guy took or anything. I just felt like we just got there so quickly, right? So, once we get there and we arrive, it's like we made it on time. It's like we literally made it on time because we get in there and I get prepped. I get my gown on. They do all the little washing stuff they got to do. The doctor comes out. He's like, oh, hey, no, you're good. Are you okay? Like, yeah, I'm fine. I don't feel any pain or nothing like that. And he was like, okay, well, you were my own surgery this morning anyway. So I'm like, okay. So God was intentional that morning for us to leave out at 4 a.m. in the morning, get into an accident, get us there. I'm not trying to, we focus on what there, but that was a time where, for me, it was really for me. Right? Then to where when my car was totaled, okay, we was there, then that was a wilderness experience. I've never been there before. I'm supposed to work all this out, you figure all this out, to get surgery. Same years the original associate had just really her list of jobs. So now she has this and me to deal with. So she's going through her own wilderness experience, right? So we get all that and get the surgery and get everything done, and that was that. But throughout that time, and I go to Deuteronomy 32 and 10, it says he found them in a desert land, an empty howling wasteland, surrounded them and watched over them. He guarded them as he would guard his own eyes. You may be going through a lot of different things that you're unfamiliar with the territory. I've never been in it before, and they were just so comfortable, they were so convenient around you need to dive in, with God as much as you thought you would have. But I'm just so appreciative of God putting me in the wilderness for me to figure it out. If y'all ever are familiar with that show, Naked and Afraid, right? Y'all know there's people out there. Now, great TV show, I would never do nothing. Right? But as you watch the show, and I don't frequently watch the show or anything, but I know the premise of it, that they're trying to survive in the wild, right? But as you're surviving in the wilderness, and I'm going through all these things, I start figuring things out. I start recalling all the things that I've been taught from my grandfather, from the bishop, from everyone getting up here, and Elder Williams getting up here, and all these different things are running through my mind, and I'm just figuring out like, oh, I have tools out there. I just have to work with what's here. Now there's deep and there's wild out there. There's a whole bunch of different obstacles. Right? But you have to figure out, because in that show, Naked and Afraid, they start pulling trees. They start making tents with what is around them. Right? So you have to make good with what is around you at the moment. It might not be everything that you want it to be, but you have to figure out a way to make it work. Right?
Just see how you like.
When he got, they said the Spirit led him into the wilderness. The Spirit led him into the wilderness. Now, Jesus had the power to do what he could have done, to show us, to give us a prime example of how he leaned into the word of God. Because he had been given him the power to do it, but he knew that I was going to come along and get rear-ended and have my truck totaled and be like, oh my gosh, I'm in the back of a state supercar, what do I do? What do I do? I'm in the wilderness. I don't know how to figure this out for myself. But it made me lean into the word of God even more. Right? To depend and lean on God's solely, not trying to, take special vitamins and do this or that, but to solely and simply lean and believe in God. And that's what we have to do as a father. We have to believe in God.